welcome back to the Ruckard Divergenced strategy part 10. So today we are going to work on what the hell is this? Today we are going to work on having a dynamic RSI level protection for entering long and short positions. Okay. Thank you for Trader BA for being here. Hola, Trader BA. Hoy toca inglés. Lo siento mucho. Okay, so today this is the maximum RSI level, and let me show what I want to do. But first of all, I'm going to show you a video. We start.
Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that passes at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CC's fees.
So, maximum RSI level. So basically what I want to do is to, what the hell is development? Close entry. This is because of Korea? Wait a moment. Okay, let's see why it's closing here. Anyway, let's start with explanation. So what I want to do is this protection thing that we have, that if you are here on the top, you want to short, and if you are here on the bottom, you want to long. But you don't want the other way around. So you don't want to long when you are around here. Okay, so this is what protection does, and the way that we are going to do this is to find the place where the most values are, and this is going to be the limit where we don't want to start to enter here. Okay, so this is going to be the most repeated values. So the way of doing this is, well, we should work on this script. This is the G. And first of all, we're going to copy this because this is a big change. We want a new letter so that it's easier to do. Okay. So what we are doing, so what we are going to do right now is to copy G, and this is going to be H, and this is max RSI. Let's call this dynamic RSI, just for giving it a name. Let's edit this stuff. What the hell is this? Here. So now let's open this here. Let's show the line numbers and the line numbers. And let's show this here. Nice. So now we're going to say that this is 9 and this is H1. Okay. So this is H1. Okay, so now I can take a look here. Okay, so now I should be able to add this strategy. So this is max RSI, and this is going to be dynamic RSI, so H and G. And this is H, I mean. Okay. So now we have this dynamic RSI new script that has H1. So we are going to work on finding these levels of the most used RSI. Okay. And this is going to be the level that it's going to be used there. So I will need to use a custom function for the mode, because we can do this with mode. So let me do this. See if I can find anything about Um, so what I want to do is to search here on Python script. I want to search for mode. Okay, so here you have a mode, and here you also have mode. So we will check this mode function that we need to edit for our. So this is version 5. Let's see if it's using the math mode or something. Mode. Mode range. Okay, so this is mode, and I want a custom function. Okay, 2016. That's nice because this is old. It's okay. So here you have the mode. So this mode has highest occurrence value, has occurrence number. Okay. I guess this is right. So I will need to use this function. Okay. And I will change some values here. Mode occurrence. Wait a moment. Current value occurrence. Why do I need two functions here? Okay, let's copy and paste this. We will think about this later. Okay, so let me find. So we need some inputs first of all, but I am not going to add any inputs to the RSI protection so far. But we need some inputs. But so far, I want to focus on the algorithm. So what I'm going to do here is to search for the protection logic, which is here. Okay, so as you can see here, there's this protection RSI, and then depending on the long RSI protection level, you do one thing or another thing. So what we want to do here is to calculate this long RSI protection level. Okay, so yeah, so let's see how these functions work, and then we will use them or not, or whatever. So we have a variable for value, another one for the number. I guess that this is the number of times that happens. So you have what the hell you are using to count the stuff. Okay, how many bars you go back, and this is this is done in such a way that you are not able to, I mean, this is done in such a way that you do not need to round numbers before using them. That's what I think. So current value occurrence is test. Take a look on if there is a value which is similar to the current value, then you can add it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. And then it says if the current value occurrence is higher than the highest, then that means that the highest needs to be the current one. The discrepancy range helps us to have different values depending on. Yeah, so I might use this after all. This is very nice. This is what I need actually. I'm not going to call this mode, but F mode and F mode, so that it's something similar. And here we want F mod occurrence. Okay. So now I could move this to. So my question is, I mean, the value that I want to return is the value that I want to return needs to be a 5 multiplier. You know what I mean? 5, 10, 15, and so on. So the way this works returns the current value occurrence. So this is, it happens 5 times, it happens 10 times, and then it returns how many times this. Wait, no, it returns the value of the value here. Do we want this or not? I mean, if we do this like 5, that means that okay, let me check. Discrepancy range. I mean, the range is if you go up or if you go down, but yeah, I mean, let me check. I need two things here. So source, length, and this is not discrepancy range, but I also need minimum and maximum. Yeah, minimum and maximum. So this needs to be something like this, minimum, maximum, and this is going into minimum and maximum. So the same thing happens here. We have minimum and maximum. And so the way you call this is something like short, dynamic short RSI detection is F mode from protection RSI. Okay. 100 something. Then you have discrepancy range. It's going to be 5 because I want only 5 to be used. And minimum and maximum is 50 and 100. And the dynamic long RSI protection, it's the same thing, but we are working from 0 to 5. Sorry, from 0 to 50. So let me add some inputs, otherwise this is not going to work. And I need those inputs so that... So we need how many bars back? Yeah, we need a lot of stuff. So this is the protection length. And what I need here is the dynamic RSI length. RSI protection dynamic length. So dynamic length. We don't know very well what the hell is this, but this is dynamic length. And this is going to be 100. Okay, you go to the left 100. Then there's this thing about having setting for long and short, which I have not thought yet, but I mean, I think that we can have... Maybe we don't need this to be different for the both of them. So this is the length. So how many dynamic length, how many is it? Then you've got the discrepancy range. So this is something like round this. So this is a float, and yeah, let's put one round, outer round, and dynamic round. I'm not sure how to so this is dynamic round, so we round to 5, okay, and so this is going to be here, so that we round with this discrepancy range, we round to 5. And the way this works, this is not right, because we want 5 on... We want to... Yeah, we don't want 5 up and 5 down, but we only want 5 up. So this is something that needs to be fixed so that it works the way I want. And this is minimum and maximum. This needs to be float, yeah. RSI protection dynamic minimum. So dynamic. Oh, wait a moment. This is long RSI protection minimum. This is going to be 0. Dynamic minimum. We might want to put all of this into a single line probably. And this is maximum. And then there's this thing about turning this on or turning this off, which we also want. So this is maximum. So from 0 we go to 50 to something like this. No, to 50, yeah. And here we have the same thing, but let me put here some so these are the values here, and then we want this long RSI dynamic. So this is enable long RSI dynamic. Long RSI protection. Enable long dynamic RSI protection. Wait a moment. Dynamic RSI protection. Long RSI protection dynamic. Yeah. Enable long dynamic RSI protection minimum. So this needs to be maximum here. Nice. And this is the RSI dynamic RSI protection length and dynamic the length for length for doing stuff, and this is dynamic RSI protection round. I don't like this length. I mean, we should use another name for this variable, but I'm not sure what to use here. So here we should have an inline, okay, and this is going to be later on because I want this here. So this needs to be something like this. So enable a long dynamic RSI protection. So this is going to be true. Then you've got 0 and 50. And so this is group RSI protection, okay. But the inline is dynamic. I mean long dynamic RSI protection. Okay. So this needs to be used here and here. Okay, and now we should be able to copy and paste and have the short version of this, so that we have something different here. So this should be S, S, and S. Anyway, we should remove this stuff anyway. So this is short, short, and short. Okay, so short RSI protection enable. Okay, so RSI is 50 to 100. Okay, and this is going to be enable short. So we need to modify the different variables here. Short and short. So we have a long, it's long, so this is short, short, and then this is short, and this is 50 and 100. Okay, so what we want to have down here is that the long protection is from 0, which is here, to 50, which is here. And then what we want to have is this minimum, which is 50, and maximum, which is 100. Okay, nice. So now let's work on the algorithm. So wait a moment. Let's. So once we have this dynamic short protection, once this is done properly, we should we should use this variable about using one thing or the other one, which is, where is this? By the way, this should be done in something like this. This is RSI protection, but so if you use this enable, okay, so we should have something like protection level, a long RSI protection level, okay, which should be anything, and long RSI, I mean short RSI protection level too. Okay, this is not properly with proper capital letters. So we have this long RSI protection level and short RSI protection level. So what we want to do is to say that if you enable long as dynamic, you are going to use the dynamic value, which is here. Okay, and by the way, this should be float. And the same way happens. And if you don't turn this on, what you are going to use as a long RSI protection level, it's going to be whatever we have chosen manually. Okay, so we should be able to do the same thing with short. So if you choose to enable dynamic, you are going to set this variable to the dynamic variable. Otherwise, you are going to use the short RSI protection level. Okay, and now instead of using this variable, I'm going to use the one here, long RSI or short RSI protection level. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay. So yeah, so now you can, let me see. Now you can choose one or the other depending on whether you are using dynamic or not dynamic, and the logic will be the same thing. So if the value is higher than the long RSI protection level, then it's false. Otherwise, if it's not higher, then it's true, because by default this is true. Okay, so now we need to check this function so that it works the way I like it. So we have this function about the mode that tests which is the current value occurrence of certain stuff. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add more values. So what I'm going to do is that first of all I'm going to have a condition here, which is going to be that the value here, let me see, the value here, that's the right thing to do here. Okay, so the value from close, which is not close but the RSI, so let me see if this is, yeah, the protection RSI, which is an RSI which we do here. So this value needs to be something like above the minimum and below the maximum. Okay, wait a moment, below the maximum, this is strict so that we can have both of them. Okay, so now I want this to be here, then this discrepancy range, this is the 5 that I want to use. And so let me see, I just want to check if the value is between, Okay, let me check. So this is going to range. Just want to change to check that the value is between. This is not going to work properly because this is not. This is the round, isn't it? I mean. Don't we have this round value? Okay, so this is the dynamic round. So let's replace this with round, and then I will round this and see how the hell do we do this, because what I want is values, you know, and not this thing about going up or down. That doesn't make sense. I want from 0 to 5, you know what I mean? And I want 5 to 10, so that it's the same thing. So the way of doing this is having probably what you want to do is round, then you round this anyway. Yeah. So let's where is this? Let's change this and use round here. Okay, nice. So now I can do whatever I want with this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just round this in one place, and this will be properly done. Because otherwise, although, let me see, why is this twice? Occurrence of value. Why the hell mode occurrence will use this is value. Okay, and this is, there's something wrong here, I think, or not. Yeah, this is the value, and this is whatever you need to. Okay, let's think about the round stuff, and then we will do something. I think we don't need to do this inside those functions, because it's too much work for whatever it needs to be done. So yeah. So what we need here is, let me see. There are two things that I have here. One of them is the current RSI, which is protection RSI. Yeah, protection RSI is the current RSI. And then you compare it to the old values from the RSI, which is why you use protection RSI as a source. Okay. So what you actually want is protect. You don't need round to do this stuff because it's going to be the right thing. So you only want if this is, so what you want is if this equals value, then you've got a new value. So the way of having always the same value is just using one trick, which is having another protection, which is the rounded RSI protection. Okay, so this is rounded protection RSI. So this is going to be protection RSI mod something. Okay, let me check how the hell are you supposed to do a mod with this, like this. Math mode, math round, precision, decimal places to a number with no argument. To which number will be rounded? No, this is not. Yeah, I want this, but decimal places. No, I want less decimal places. Yeah, I want floor, isn't it? Let me see. Largest integer less than or equal to the given number. Okay, that's more or less what I want. So this floor means that you have 5.10 gets done into, so 510 goes into 500. This is similar to what I want, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. But yeah, so we want is protection RSI math floor of, so protection RSI, you divide it by the round, which is here, and this is a float. If I'm not mistaken, this is a float. Otherwise we are going to modify it so that it's a float. Where is it? Yeah, this protection round, it's a float. So rounded protection RSI, okay, this is going to be the floor of this. Then once you have the floor, you can multiply it back to your 5. So this should be quite easy to understand. So if you have 1025, so what you're going to do is 25 times 5, and this is whatever. Okay, calculator says that this is like this. Then I have the math floor, so with the math floor I get this, and then if I multiply it with 5, I've got 10. And this is the rounded protection RSI that we are going to have, so that everything is easier. Okay, so this rounded protection RSI, it's going to be used in order to see what's the most used value in this, with this dynamic round stuff. So this needs to be 0 times 5, 0. Okay, so this rounded protection RSI, it's going to be the input for this function, which is only done for the RSI. Okay, yeah, maybe we should say something like RSI mode occurrence. Yeah, and this is here, and this is RSI mode. Okay, where are you? So we should have, here it is. So that way, let's see if it makes sense. Let's see if it makes sense. So we've got this function that uses as an input the rounded protection RSI, which is the protection RSI but rounded by 5, and then the RSI mode checks this stuff, and it's going to output the highest occurrence value, which is whatever we use on the source. What do we use in the source? The rounded protection RSI. What it's going to do, it's going to check that this is between the minimum and maximum, because the short needs to have this minimum and maximum of 50 and 100. The long needs to have the other way around, is 0 and 50. Let's put this the other way around. Nice. Yeah, and it's going to check if it's the same value. Then if it's the same value, then you've got this. So I'm not sure this is going to work at all. I mean, this is too much code without testing it. So let me check here. Protection RSI. RSI. Let me test if this works at all. Okay. Take a look at this auto level, which had whatever maximum. Yeah, at the maximum here, and then yeah, not sure. I mean, I guess I'll have to check all of these maximums, because otherwise this is not easy to check if it's working properly or not. But yeah, okay. Now we are going to check the code. That's what I was saying before. Okay, let me copy, and this should be this should affect number of trades. So right now we have 172. So we should have more trades. Oh my god. And there are a bit of, so 628, 8, this should be maximum like this. Nice. And then there's some problem with inputs because I have changed them one place or not the other one. So 643. So protection dynamic round. I guess that I have another. Wait, where is this? Dynamic RSI protection round. That's the new name. Oh, this is too many places. Let's copy and paste manually because I don't think it's into. I don't think it's anywhere else. Protection round, yeah. It should not be anywhere else. Okay, once again, let's test the code and see what happens. Dynamic length 645. Yeah. Dynamic length. And this is the final name. Okay, so just let's see if we have more errors, more bugs, but I don't think so. Let's save here. Min val, max val. Okay, 300. Okay, yeah. So the minimum needs to be. Yeah, these values can have 0. It's the minimum, although it's not. Yeah, and then max value should be 100 too, because this is minimum maximum. So the minimum maximum of the RSI is always 100. Wait a moment, please. And 100. Nice. Let's copy and paste. Highest occurrence value was declared with simple int type. So, okay, so the original function. So number, yeah, it makes sense that the number goes up. But yeah, anyway, we can just define this as a float and that's it. So here we have, this is an integer also. Yeah, I think this should be working properly. Let me check. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so wait. Okay, let me see. RSI mod occurrence should be called on each calculation for consistency. Okay, yeah, let's fix this. 670. $37. Well, this is called on each occurrence because it's been called by this, so yeah, why is that? It's because this is using yeah, I don't think this is needed at all. So I think it should work properly. Okay, so now we're going to check what the hell happens here. So instead of having 172 trades, we have more trades. Let's remove the improvement. Let's play with this a bit. So here we should have this RSI protection, and here we have the dynamic length and dynamic round, and this should be in the same line without. I mean, I need to fix this, but if we remove this, we should have our classic 172. Is that right? Let me check. Oh my god. Yeah, 172 trades. So let's take a screenshot so that we can compare. And now I want to fix this stuff. So we need minimum and maximum the same line. Yeah, let's see how we do it. Minimum, maximum, the same line. Okay, so now we should be able to do something about this. Okay, let me check the input. So what you want is everything with the same inline. And wait a moment. Oh, here it is. Where is inline? Why don't we have inline? Do I have edit something that was not supposed to edit? Dynamic. Inline. Okay, these titles should not be here. I mean, this one should be here. And not this one, and not this one. Okay, let's fix this. So these are the dynamic settings. So this doesn't need to be here. This does not need to be here. And this should be the same thing. We should also have min max somewhere, but let's try this so far and see what happens. So let's copy here. See if we can manage to see what happens here. Okay, so now if I open the input dialog, this is a bit better, although yeah, I guess we can remove enable and yeah, enable. So dynamic RSI level, detection level. Let me see. Dynamic RSI level and dynamic RSI level. I mean, I'm sure about this, but you know. So if I test this, let's see what the hell do we get. Okay, so strategy tester. Nice, I guess. Oh yeah, I need to check the input settings. Here you have dynamic RSI level 050 and 5100. Okay, so if I reset settings, a dynamic length round, I think we can have this in one what's the name? And this takes a lot because this function, which is not the mode. Wait a moment. Now that I have this mode stuff, I could try. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I prefer to have this value. Okay, let me check dynamic round 5. Dynamic length 100. Okay, let me see what happens with 50. Just playing with this. We should have more traits or less. I'm not sure about this. We have more or less the same ones. Wait a moment. 151. And with you have the same traits, but you have better profit factor. So it means that they are not the same traits, isn't it? Okay, let me see. Okay, now with 100, you have more trades because not sure why, but you have more trades, and whatever the reason is, it makes this work mean better. Take a look at this. This is nice as fuck. This is very nice. I mean, let me check. Look at this. This is perfect. Okay, let's write this down. See if we can find something else. But you know, this is okay. Let's write this down. So, where the hell was this? Custom stuff. Auto level, and then dynamic protection level with what? Length 40, length 40, and round 5. Whatever the reason is, it's even better than before. So yeah, we could have 10 here, but I don't think it's a good idea because it's too few levels. But let's take a look what happens if we use 10. Okay, we have less rates and it's not so good, but you have less rates, and then you could even say let's have 3 levels instead of just 1. See what happens. So this means that you have less rates, more trades. I'm not sure about this. Let's see what happens with only 1 level. So we should do something special, maybe. Okay, more trades, less trades. I'm not sure. What is this? But it's rounded to 1, it's not rounded to. And if you do something like 001, then dynamic round. Okay. Dynamic round could be changed into something that it's smaller than 1, now that I think about it. Let me see, where's dynamic round? So min value should be something like 001. Let's put this one, and let's hope this makes sense. So this means that you want to multiply times 001 and then divide by 001. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm sure about this. Let's test this. Save here. Nice. So now I should be able to use some other settings. So instead of using 1, I can use 0.1, and maybe we will have more trades or less. I am not sure. Yeah, we have less trades, but then if I use 100, Do I have something better? Let's see what happens here. Okay. Well. Okay, so my idea is to use 105. So I want to keep the 5 because I think it's a good thing to have. 5. Yeah, maybe 3 or 2.5. But I'm not sure about this. Maybe 2.5 should help instead of having. So let's test from 10 to 150 of dynamic length. We will see what's the best value because we have written down, where is it? We have written down length 40 with round 5, okay? So I'm not sure it's a good idea, so let's start with 10, okay? Then we will figure out what else to do. Okay, so 10 and wait a moment, 10 seems quite good. I mean, you have less trades and this is almost 10. So 10 length seems good for what it's worth. And then long and short values are something nice. Okay. Then we could also work with the RSI closing stuff, but I mean, wait a moment. Our dynamic length, dynamic round. Yeah. Going to take a screenshot here because I want to check this. So this is 10. Let's check with 20 what happens. So because I also want to have more trades if possible. So here I have more trades. Net profit is a bit less. Profit factor is almost the same thing. Drawdown is the same thing. So I prefer this to the old one. Wait, 20. So 20. Also, this is positive on both of them. Nice. Where are you? Here. So let's check 30. What does happen with 30? Okay, profit factor is similar. Max drawdown is similar. Net profit is a bit bigger. And present profitable is bigger. So this is nice and this is nice. So I'm going to take screenshot of 30. Okay, where is it? 30. Let me take the screenshot. Here it is. So we have 30 screenshot. What does happen with 40? So with 40, we have a similar net profit. We have exactly the same trades. Profit factor is the same thing. Max drawdown is quite similar. Let's go to 50. See what happens there. So 30 and 40 is almost, it's quite similar. So profit factor is almost the same thing. We have less trades. No, I don't want this. I want 60, please. Let's see what happens with the 60. We have more trades. Okay, with 60 we have less trades. Profit factor goes down. And yeah. So apparently, let's try with 70. Okay, now we have once again the same trades. But the drawdown is bigger, so I guess that we want something on between 40 and 50, maybe 45. So that, I mean, 45, something between 30 and percent profitable. Something between 30 and 40, so maybe 35. It's the right thing to have so that we have more trades. Yeah. So let's use 35. Okay, so this should be 30. I think it's better to use 35 here. Now, I should be using 35 on something. 35 on the length. Dynamic length. Yeah. Okay. 35. So let's use this. And let's test this and we will save this. Okay. So at first it goes down, but then it goes up. So this is nice. Okay. Let's reset everything just in case. This is nice. Now take a look here. Oh my god. Take a look at here. It's not trying to enter here in this divergence. Because whatever. 153 trades. Okay. So now I should be able to see what's the difference here. So let's check if it works when we disable this. We have something else. So if we disable this dynamic RSI level for protection, we should have the original 172 trades. So let's remove this. I mean, let's reset everything. I mean, and that's it. Okay. So now, yeah. So now we have this like this. We will add this age, and so this is going to be dynamic RSI protection level. And We want to bump the version. Okay. So this is going to be H2. And this is going to be H2. Okay. Nice, I guess. So hit div. H2. Yeah. And then we can say that we want H2. So this is the H. Nice. So the way it works is that I also have a tag, which is here, and we will push this tag so that everyone can use this script. Nice. Now we should use we should find this new file. Okay, so this needs to be something like H, this is H2, and this was something like dynamic RSI. I mean, I will have to look this up if it's not right. Yeah, it's the right one. So let's add this to the YouTube video. Okay, so now you have the H, and yeah, so I think I'm going to end the stream here because it took a long time. So what we have here is this stuff. Okay, so we have managed to do this. Nice. Then we have this exploring adding query closing lines on, which we can do right now a bit. See what happens. So this is quite good. Do we have any improvement if we add query closing lines? That's the question. Okay. Max drawdown is less. Not sure. We don't have more net profit, but we have more percent profitable. Yeah, that's what we have. I'm not sure I'm going to use this. If we set to default, this profit factor is going to be a bit bigger, and that's why we have more net profit. But we will explore this later on. I'm not sure. One thing that we can check is if this finally works on each pair without, I mean, it does not work. Maybe there is some pair that works properly, because now everything is in auto. You know what I mean? It's automatic. So so you would thought that, yeah, there's this Tron, which seems to work quite well too, whatever the reason is. Tron seems to work well. Let's see. Okay, Gal, whatever. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do. Oh no. And oh no. So apparently we might be interested on playing a bit with Tron, because as you can see, this is quite nice. I mean, yeah, long, short. Tron, it seems, although sometimes it's a bit. Okay, let me write this down. Also, so check if cheat is any good in BTC USDT perp and TRX USDT perp too. Okay, so I think G2 can be quite good, but we are going to have another what's the name? We're going to have another one, which is I mean, let me write this here. So we have managed to do this protection. Then we also managed to do this RSI closing automatic. Then we have this needs to be done first, and then we will have to work on the final version something. But here we want to add RSI protection with dynamic levels. Okay, so this needs to be added, to be updated on the Ruckard Zignaly template, the next video. And once we do this, we will do something like write the script from the Ruckard Zignaly template. Okay, write the script from scratch from the Ruckard Zignaly template. So let me show you video and we will end the stream.
Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that passes at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees.
Okay, so as I said before, we are going to check. We will add RSI protection with the dynamic levels to the Ruckard Zignaly template, and then we will try to write the script from scratch. We will finish this Divergenced script. So thank you for watching this video.